All right, welcome back, everybody. Remember last time I was trying to hit that invisible ball? I did eventually get it. Turned out to be an Ashes of War, so it's definitely worth doing. And I think the trouble I was having is the trouble I might have mentioned before. I think the timing is that you want to attack before the light on the ground gets to you. I think that sort of trails behind by just a half second of its actual location. I don't know if that's actually true, but I think that's what... I think that's how they tend to work, and it's why I have trouble hitting him sometimes. There was also something else I wanted to do. Last time we went into Patches, the cave that Patches is in, but we didn't fully explore it. So let me head back there. I sort of shortcutted two Patches, but there's another passageway we could have taken from the main room more to the left, and figured we'd go check that out. It's also worth coming back to Patches. I'm going to show you something he sells, assuming we can buy from him. That is worth getting. There's a couple things here. First...
Well, nice of you to drop in finally. It's all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something. And welcome to Patches Emporium, where you won't need a refund, because everything's top-notch. Yeah, I had those bandits make a clean break. Now they're all suppliers, and good ones at that. I mean, they don't understand a word I'm saying, but it hardly matters. We have a natural connection. They're all foot soldiers, survivors of a defeated army, worked to the bone by their high and mighty lord, only to be thrown out with the rubbish. It's the same old story everywhere I go. To hell with it all.
Again, I might have mentioned this last time. Patches is notorious for stabbing you in the back. So we'll see what happens.
Special. Just something I'm saving as thanks for a very valuable customer.
See the chest back there.
It would fetch some spectacular coin. And besides, this valuable customer could be a long time coming. Huh? Everything is give and take. Give and take.
So subtle. So the thing that he sells that is absolutely worth getting is this, Margit's Shackle. Now, when I first played this game, I actually fought Margit. Margit's one of the bosses in Stormveil Castle. I don't know if it's the first or the second. There's two there. And the shackle helps you sort of stun lock the boss for a little bit during the fight. I don't know if it's like a total game changer with Margit, but there is another shackle for a much later, much tougher boss that I found pretty indispensable when I did that fight. Let me see, I've got 900 runes, I need 5. But so at some point, if I can put together the scratch, I will get that just to show how it works.
Cheers for that.
So what I'm going to do before I'm going to go open that chest as he's, again, very subtly, not subtly pointing out. I'm going to go check out the other passage in here real quick. See what's down here. Now that might be it. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it because I truthfully didn't entirely recall. So now let's go see what happens when you open that chest. I could roll out of it, but let's just see where it takes us.
I should have known, you scheming little thief. The gods demand vengeance. Vengeance!
Feels like entrapment. Okay, got a couple of rune bears. Let's get on our horse just so we can make a break for it. There's a lot of things to pick up. There's a map fragment. So, again, we can't, once you get teleported by a trap, you can't fast travel until you find a new bonfire or an old bonfire. But yeah, so here we are in that portion of the map we haven't been to before. We're actually not that far from the map fragment. So I'm going to grab it. And then I'm just going to grab that. Cookbook, not bad. There's a lot of things around here to grab. So I think I saw some things around here. Again, I'm just making a break for it. These things, I don't know if I could do them now. I mean, obviously I did the one in the Weeping Peninsula Cave. Just grabbing whatever I can. And then I might make a break for it. Some ruins over there. But again, I'm just making a break for it. Because at some point I'm probably going to find a bonfire and I don't know what this is. I don't know why that's so prominently lit up. Usually messages from other players, well, I mean, you've seen them. That one seems particularly...
Dear customer, yes, right this way, right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something.
I don't know if that's like a developer message, just to point out this guy's here.
Please.
Just want to make sure I don't have the fight take place near him so I don't accidentally strike him and trip things up.
Ah, hello. How nice of you to stop by again. Please, buy something, won't you?
Got that vibe of the Jack Lemmon character in Glengarry Glen Ross. Yeah, I think at one point I said Trina's Lily, you know, you can see it's like $1,000 each, so that's why I grab them all the time. It's not a bad shield. Cookbooks are always great. Let you, not that I craft a lot, but having the option to craft is always good. Not today, sir. No offense. Where are we? Yeah, I wonder if that's like a developer message just to let you know, like, hey, pay attention, look around. So now you can see I've uncovered this area here. Another one of these trees, much like the Weeping Peninsula. The ruins we passed by. Blad the Half-Wolf is an NPC quest that you can do. There's a lot of stuff here as well. You can see there's like another mine right there. It opens up a little bit of this area. There's definitely a mine here that we could do. That one might be more accessible at this point. I remember from the starting area, there was like a cave somewhere around here that I didn't have a lantern for. We could definitely take care of that. And let's see. There's something on the map to the south on this road. Let's just see what it is. Guess it's that castle up there. I'm going to grab that bonfire over there just so we can fast travel. Not that anybody pays attention to these or watches them, but right now I'm actually trying something out. Just messing with a different microphone. A microphone that's always given me trouble, that I've always wanted to have work better than it does. And I've just never been able to get it quite the same way that I like it. So if people, again, there's only like 2 people in the universe that watch this. If there's a sound quality difference or if it sounds like crap, I'm curious to hear. Or if you're like, no, it sounds whatever, different, but it doesn't matter, that kind of thing. I'd be curious to hear that as well. The other microphone I was messing with, I have 2 microphones that I really like and have gotten to work well. One is the Lewitt 440 Pure. There's some letters in there. I'm not sure what they are. That's a condenser microphone. I think it's about $250. I think it's a great, for that price, I think it works really well. It is a condenser microphone, so it does have a little bit more pickup if you're trying to, like I'm in my house, I got people walking around upstairs. So background rejection can be a really helpful thing. Condensers aren't always great at that, although Lewitt is better than I expected. That surprised me. I don't think we've come across one of these before. This is like a little cemetery, and usually cemeteries are marked on the map with artwork. And they usually have a lot of runes to pick up. Yeah, so just make sure you see them all and grab them all. So as you can see, the fast travel is accessible again. We're making our way back to the starting bridge, so we sort of hooked around. But let's find that starting cave. I'm going to go back to the beginning. I don't know, what do you think? Do we try this guy one more time? Just to see what happens. Get a big start on it. See, shield that blocks 100% is making all the difference. Wonder if it'll give it to me. There we go. Hey, that counts. All right, let's see. Let's go get our souls. And now he's gone for the rest of the game. Going back in here, I'm going to pop some runes that I picked up and level up as much as I can. Keep pumping into Dex. Actually, I might go get that shackle for Margit. Alright, let's start by getting the shackle. Also, let's see what he has to say for himself. It's like a bell trap.
Oh! Ryan! You're alive! Oh, you had me proper scared, puffing away in a flash like that. Well, maybe it's a sign to keep your mitts off what's not rightly yours, hmm? But I'll forgive you. View it as a learning experience. At any rate, it's just nice to see you safe. Well, don't miss all the bargains here at Patch's Emporium.
Now, that's a terrible price, so I'll hold off on that.
Cheers for that.
All right, now let's see if we can go find that cave. I believe it was just north of here. That's an easy run, okay. Let's see what else is here. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. Talismans are always good to collect. I like those. Yeah, let's check out that mine. like the last mine, there was something up top here. Let me see if I can get to it. I probably wanted to go up there, but... I wonder how many times I'll run right past that bonfire, wondering where it is. That was terrible. Let me try that again. All right, one more try. Let's see if I can even do this. It's a little bit easier on the way down, I think. Maybe there's a way to not have to do it at all. Totally worth it. All right, let's see what's down here. example there of always checking the corners. Hmm. Let me see what this is. Alright, well, I'm glad I didn't embarrass myself and I was able to figure out how to get to this second part of the mine, because I was like, I don't think I missed something, but I did, just not what I thought I did. A lot of the smithing stone ones here, I don't know if they're going to be very helpful, but I guess it's just a reminder that not everything in this area is meant for later levels. Anyway, yeah, I think I was talking about sound quality. So, yeah, this microphone, like I was saying, I used the Lewitt 440 Pure. That works really well, but it's a condenser. The other one I use that I've had a lot of success with, and when I say that, it's just, I'm not a hardcore sound guy, so when things don't, like, I know more than, like, maybe like a layman, but I don't know enough to, you know, really solve an issue when I run into it. And so the RE20 is another microphone that I just sort of works. You know, I was able with my limited abilities to get it to sound pretty good. Same with the Lewitt. I think I got them to sound pretty similar. The RE20, I think, sounds the best. Definitely gonna go get that. It's a somber smithing sound, so that's good. Wonder if it's going all the way to the top and coming back down just to be safe. Oh, so anyway, so the microphone I'm using now is a Shure SM7B. It's a classic podcast. You see it everywhere on podcasts, and for the life of me, I can't get it to sound the way I want. It might be something with my voice. I've never been able to EQ it properly. I thought I had it sounding decent yesterday, but then somehow it felt like it sounded different, even though I didn't touch anything, and I don't know why. And it's the one I've always wanted to get going and EQ'd and sounding the way I want it to, because it has, of the microphones I own, it has by far the best noise rejection. I mean, not clearly a condenser like the Lewitt's not going to have the best, even though it is pretty solid for a condenser. The RE20 is pretty good, but nothing quite competes with this one. Might be rough, maybe not, maybe it's like a giant, but in my day-to-day use, nothing really has touched what the SM7B, like, you know, sometimes, you know, before we had like better air conditioning, you know, I'd have a fan blowing right on me from behind the microphone, and people I was talking with said they couldn't hear it, you know, and that's crazy. Guess I need to be a little careful here. Stone means my sword's not going to do much, but I'll chip away. Ooh. So what's tough about, not tough about these games, I think I said in one video, like, this is like the culmination of every good idea that they've ever had in a Soulsborne game. But part of what that means is that, like, enemies have similarities. Like, I don't know if they showed up anywhere else, but I felt like I had very much this kind of fight in Dark Souls 2 for the first time. So I will say that having some experience with the previous games definitely helps get through this a little easier, just because, like, you know, I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize those attack patterns from XYZ, and so I sort of get a little bit of a little familiarity even when I'm just walking into something cold. Of course, like I've said, I've beaten this game already on the PS5, so none of this is walking in cold, but, you know, I thought that was, you know, something worth mentioning. Like, I've seen these types of attacks before in different games. I'm wondering where my... Well, all right, so what else is around here? I did that. You know, one of the things is, like, you know, here's Stormveil Castle, and it's sort of like meant to be this mega dungeon you get through. You can actually get around it and get by it without engaging with it, which can be another way to get more levels. I'm going to go check out these ruins just to make sure there's not something there. Maybe at some point I'll get around it just to, you know, see how much we can... Like I said, I'm trying to get my dexterity up to around 40. There's no reason why I have to get my dexterity to 40 before I deal with certain things. But, you know, for me, as much as I love the levels, it's really about the exploration. So I could be content just scouring the landscape for things to do. Although, as I've said, Stormveil Castle is quite good for what it is, for being like a more classic Souls dungeon. Another graveyard. Let me see. I didn't show like on the map what they look like. Yeah, you can sort of see what they look like on the map. So if you see that, go check it out. It's usually a bunch of free runes to grab. Usually some wolves or something you gotta deal with. Later, you know, graveyards in other areas have runes with higher values, so it's not always like a 1, 2. Oh, there we go. Oh. Let's take down the caravan, see what it's got. Now, somewhere is going to be guys with horns. I don't know where. Let's just start mopping through them. Oh, did I lose my, Ooh, it's gonna go poorly. Yeah, so I think the Headless was gonna help me with those ruins, but once I decided to go back on the trail, I lost the help I thought I was getting. So let's see where that puts me. It's not too far. Let's see, I need to go north. Now, is he the lead for the convoy, or is he just a guy on a horse that I should be dealing with first before I get too involved with the convoy? Now, I don't want to lose... I have a lot of souls on the line here, so I don't want to be too careless. Say I have a lot of souls. I have no idea how many souls I have in the line. I just know that I beat that stone troll boss on this run without spending them. So let's see. Oops, somebody called him help. So obviously the trick is you want to thin them out. So like in classic fashion, you start from the back, you work your way up, and then eventually you got to deal with the trolls. Okay, 7,500 souls is not nothing. Where's the horn? So there are 2 horns. That's what got me last time as well. He's just a mage, no horn. Now the trick is you can't loot the convoy until you stop it. I could just jump on its back, but it doesn't matter unless I stop the convoy. Nope, thought that would work. Now, I don't think the trolls will... Oops, shit. I don't think the trolls will actually hurt you. That was nearly embarrassing. I had my bow equipped. I wonder if this thing's actually easier to fight on foot. Let's try. Maybe. Okay, now you gotta stop the, Oh, there's another horseback guy. He might be guarding the bridge. I mean, I still have to deal with him, but I don't know if he was actually part of the convoy. So there it is. We got a great axe off that convoy. It's a good weapon, especially you can two-hand it. I don't think the requirements for it are crazy. And I know in other Souls games, that weapon can actually take you pretty deep into the game. It's kind of a tragic thing when you kill one troll, the other one just sort of gives up. You know, it'll still fight back, but it just stops because it can't pull the wagon by itself. It just feels like this sad statement. Not that that's going to stop me from taking it down, but So you know what? I know I was going to head towards that Waypoint Ruins, but let's save that for next time. And because I'm not sure how long it's going to be, and I'm not sure how much longer I can record for in this chunk. So yeah, that's where we'll stop, and we'll pick it up going to the Waypoint Ruins next time I jump on. All right, take care.